Another really neat aspect of Figma is the effects panel. So I'm going to click the plus button here and see what happens. Oh, wow. Okay. And right now it automatically created a drop shadow, which is cool. As a trading card, it gives it a little bit more depth, and I can change aspects like the blur, the position of the shadow. I think the position looks good. I'm just gonna change the blur to be a little bit bigger and darker in color. So I'm changing the opacity right now of this black color to add a little bit more intensity to the shadow. You can also have different types of effects, such as inner shadows, blurs, etc. And I will just add an inner shadow to demonstrate what that looks like. So this is going to add a shadow on the inside of the frame that you created. And right now, the spread of the shadow is not too big, but I'm going to bump it up just to show what it looks like. So you can see that the shadow is coming from the inside of the card. And that's kind of a nice dimensional effect too. And maybe I don't want it to be offset. I want to be directly in position 0, 0, which is going to make it kind of a head-on shadow. And maybe the final touch of this is reducing this very harsh outline on my baby duck section. So right now it is a black icon, but I can also make it a gradient as well. So remember that you have the option to make any color a solid color or a gradient. So you can apply that to strokes and outlines as well. And maybe I want this to have like a cool metal effect. So to do that, I'm going to add another stop into my gradient. Right now it's creating a gradient between two colors. I can add another one. Instead of using black, I'm going to use this medium gray, white, and then back to medium gray. And now it creates this like shiny metal effect for my trading card, as if this was made out of some sort of shiny foil material. And there you have it. That's your trading card. The last parts of this demo, I'm going to share how you can share this creation with other people. So Figma has built-in tools for sharing designs with others. You can see that there's a share button here and this play button here. So the share button allows you to copy the URL of your project and invite other people to see it. The only caveat is if you want other people to edit your project, you need a paid plan and need to move the draft into your projects. But for here, that's not super important. I can ignore that. But let's see what happens if I press the play button. So the play button is the presentation mode of Figma. So this is when you might want to show just the interface that you're working with, like just the screen that you're working on with somebody in a prototype. So here you can see all the UI of the editor is gone and it's just the frame that I'm looking at. And now you can see that the baby duck is animated because I originally put in a GIF as the image. I'm going to close out of that. And another thing that you can do to share your work with others is use the export tool. So clicking on the entire thing that you want to export, which in this case, I want to export it with a white background. You can click the export button here and then choose the type of file that you want to export as, and then export your design as a image that will be saved on your computer. And you can share this with anyone you want. So yeah, that's the basics of Figma. Today we learned how to create a new Figma design file and use the tools within Figma to create a trading card for our 30 Nights of Code character baby duck. In the next parts of the exercise, you're going to practice this on your own and explore Figma and get your hands a little dirty. So I'm excited to see what you make, and happy designing.